But I think that in trying to address this problem, it should not be another trouble of Ghana becoming a victim of politicization.
Are you able to sit back and look at this situation and say, it's been happening, as you said, but John Mahama should look beyond that and say, in my term, I'm resetting Ghana. The reset includes avoiding the political retaliation, which is unhealthy for our people. So let these people stay at their places of work. If there are a handful of them who may have, been smuggled in the process, allow the various institutions to go through their own processes and remove them.
Samson, I like your choice of words. It's not that it's a political retaliation. It's not. We are not saying that persons who have been in employment for a long time in the civil service are going to be dismissed. This is a targeted group of those who were recruited after the elections, and who people have not been given appointment, have been given appointment letters, but have not even been cleared for payment.
Well, Sam Yalley, sorry, I'm going to show you a couple of those letters from the individual institutions.
Yes.
On the back of the the Julius Deborah, letter, and you see that there is a good number of them who were actually employed long before December 7.
And paid.
They were employed long before December 7, and yet they have been affected. So I'm projecting a number of them for you to see from a couple of institutions. And the first one I'm projecting is dated the 2nd of December 2024. It's from the GRA. Offer of appointment. This is to an individual. Offer of appointment. Please, we are pleased to inform you that following your success in the recruitment process, you have been offered a permanent appointment as an assistant revenue officer with the Ghana Revenue Authority. This appointment takes effect from 18th of December 2024. Then they give the salary scale and everything. This person was issued the appointment letter on the 2nd of December. We had not gone to elections. And then on the 13th of February 2025, the appointment is being revoked. And I have checked. Groups, reputable groups like KPMG, did the recruitment process for the people at the GRA. Reputable, corporate organizations did the recruitment exercise, and it took a long period, more than 6 months.
As we are saying the same thing. The baseline is this. Those who have been properly recruited have not been locked out. They said, we would open the portal. We as a government, we reserve the right to also investigate some of those things. We have come to the realization that some of these appointments have even been backdated. Have been backdated. I don't think that the John Mahama we know is so vicious that a person who has been properly employed and gone through the system would not be listened to. But where you have intentionally loaded organizations that should be sacrosanct, like our security. I am very worried about the politicization of our security institutions. Now I'm hearing NDC police and NPP police. I'm hearing NDC soldiers and NPP soldiers. This is something all of us need to kill. In the bud, we have to kill it. Because, I want to be employed on my own strength, that I qualify for the job I'm going to be employed. I don't think that I want to be employed just because I am a politician. Or my son should be employed because the father is a politician. My son, that is why everybody has a duty to train his children for the future. But if I am being employed, or my son is being employed, just on the basis that Sam Yalley is a politician, I have everything wrong with that.
Do you realize that some of the teachers and nurses who were also employed are complaining? Some of them say we are NDC members, we are NDC activists, and we got employed as nurses, and because we are qualified. and you have done this to us. It's unfair. And you know how difficult it is to go through a job recruitment process in this country.
Yeah, the matter speaks for itself.
There's no guarantee that they will get it.
The matter speaks for itself that even NDC people had been affected. So it means that there's no political victimization. Like my sister said, you need a person of a certain caliber to be teaching children. You saw the advert on the South African college university that if you want to destroy a country, destroy the education. And that is where you are going to have architects who will develop a house and it will collapse. Nursing and teaching, we don't value them most. But Samson, if we paid attention properly to our teaching professions and nursing professions, this country would be the better for it. Now, if a nurse is a nurse, I don't want to walk into a hospital and be rudely treated. It's because the person knows Sam Yalley as a politician. I don't want to go to any hospital and be given preferential treatment because somebody saw me. No, I want to go to a hospital like an Indian hospital. Nobody knows who am I. And I am. But then they give me the best of service because I'm paying for it. But here, teachers in some villages, 1 week, they have attended school once. That's not all the teachers do. Nurses, they will not be punctual. And so we want to reset this country. And I want to go by the assurance given by the government that all those who were employed properly will be readmitted.
I'm trying to understand what you mean by properly. Either some of these are going through Public Services Commission process.
Yes.
Are you saying the Public Services Commission doesn't know how to do the right things?
Today, as I'm talking to you now, there is a certain these discussions going on between the government and the Public Service Commission. I know of Minister of Interior has set a committee to review all the appointments and see whether they were regularly made. Not to say properly, but regularly made, if you understand. I also know that the Ministry for Employment and Jobs is also doing some work. Samson, the new NDC will not do anything that would send this country backwards. We are determined to make sure that everything that we do inures to the benefit of this country. That is our...
There's the expectation that elderly people like yourself, elder statespeople like yourself within the NDC will be nudging the president and say, don't do this. It's not good for the country.
Yes, we are doing that. But we will not advise the president that where there's a glaring irregularity, we will advise the president to...
So this ritual must continue. Whenever there is a change in government, people must lose their jobs because they are suspected to belong to the previous regime that lost power.
You yourself have said some NDC nurses have been affected. Yesterday, somebody came to me, somebody who I know to be a strong NDC person, has been removed from office. And I'm an NDC person. I said, that's not the reason why I should go to talk about you or for you. How were you employed? When were you employed? So these are the issues that we are talking about. But the basic point that will not be forgotten is that we have seen irregularities in this and we want to rectify them and give the people who actually qualify to be in our strategic employment.
Let me